Sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Hey guys, it's Monet here with The Night Before. Why have you not stopped in lately to see me? If you haven't been to The Night Before in a while, you're missing out. Up to 20 beautiful ladies each night. Newly remodeled bar. Oh, and we now have a 12-foot video wall to watch all the big games on. Come watch a game at The Night Before. Mention this ad and your first beer is $1. Check us out on Instagram at The Night Before Lounge. Hope to see you soon.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
Baumgars has a loyalty shopping event this Saturday. Loyalty Rewards members can save $50 on their purchase of $200 or more. You heard that right. Spend $200 or more on any merchandise of your choosing in the store, so no gift cards, and you'll save $50 instantly. The $200 spend is pre-tax and cannot be combined with other discounts or offers. Not a loyalty member? Just sign up today. It's all happening at Baumgars this Saturday only.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Step into the world of gymnastics with Nebraska women's gymnast and Canadian world team member, Emma Spence.
She got a bronze in the all-arounder, bronze on beam. And who knows if she'll get another medal. But that was a very confident performance.
This is Beyond the Routine with Spence.
Hitting all her handstands, connecting all her release moves, and landing that dismount. That's Emma Spence for you.
Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, Emma Spence.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host for tonight, Emma Spence. Tonight, we are live here at Bethany Park. We are at the Timothy Wallace Project, Breaking the Cycle. So if you're in the area, feel free to stop by. We're live outside at the park. Tonight, I have my first special guest is Ashlee Mitchell. Hi, guys. Ashlee's been a co-host with me the last couple weeks now, so she joined me again tonight. We are also going to be doing another 2-hour session, back-to-back show together, so stay tuned for that. The second special guest here tonight, he goes by the name Magic. Welcome to the show, Magic.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So
we're big fans of Magic.
Yes.
I don't do that.
We are big fans of Magic, and we are going to get into your story, what you're all about, what your story's like, your passions, all that kind of stuff. And we're really looking forward to diving into it. So maybe to start, why do people call you Magic?
It started about 38 years ago where I could make a mistake and disappear so fast. It was just like magic.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt that my last name is Johnson as well.
Oh, that's
So it's kind of
funny.
stuck,
Okay.
but I'll take it.
And then what's your real name?
Scott Johnson.
Scott Johnson.
Scott Johnson, yeah.
Now we knew that, but we had to introduce him for all of y'all.
It's funny that a lot of people don't know what my real name is.
Yeah.
So
When
it's,
Emma first addressed you by your first name, I was so confused. What are you talking about? But I like Magic. I think it brings a good energy now. I think you flipped the script on that one and just brought into the happy Magic vibe now.
I'll take that. Thank you. I
For
appreciate
sure.
that.
So let's get into your story a little bit. First, where are you from?
I started in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lived there till I was about 12. Then we went to Boston, and then Omaha, and then Morse Bluff eventually. So I went from 1 million plus to 1 million plus to 500,000 to 103 heartbeats.
Wow.
And so kind of a shock to the system. But then from there, I went back to college at Washington State University and flunked out terribly. Was not a very good student. Moved back to Lincoln, thought I'd become a teacher. That didn't work very well. So now I do concrete.
Wow. Okay, so why did you want to be a teacher?
So helping kids has always been kind of a passion, kind of something I thought I could do. But I didn't realize that when I was going to school, a teacher was making $22,500.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a kid that's 15 years old, no bigger than a minute, look you right square in the eyes and say something that you want to strangle him.
Yep.
And I can still hear Diane Ranch's voice behind me. She's saying, Scott, as I had to hold this kid, I was going to kill him. So I realized he was either going to be in prison or I wasn't going to be a teacher very long. So I've just gone to concrete.
And what concrete company you work with?
Right now I'm working with JNS Foundations, and I drive a truck for Weedman Trucking, and we haul sand and rock and that kind of good thing to Capital Concrete.
Nice.
Yeah, Capital's great. Anybody looking for concrete, man, they got the best concrete in Lincoln.
There you go. I mean, I personally don't need any, but if I were to ever need concrete, I'll let you know.
I can get you a hell of a deal too.
Perfect. So now let's talk about your connection to us. So your connection with, maybe let's start with 93.7 The Ticket, because we met probably earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't too long ago, but I've been doing the show for over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And you came in and you knew my story. You knew the things that I talked about on the show. So you were a frequent listener.
Mm-hmm.
How did that start? Because I know you're a big Husker fan.
It started when The Ticket was at 48th Street.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was listening to the show one day, and they had Axelina Johansson on.
Yes.
And DP made her do her interview in English, and she was very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And she did awesome. And so it was just one of those things where I wanted to be able to say thank you for coming to Nebraska, coming to my town, my city, my state, and representing me and what I am. Just say thanks.
Yeah.
So that's how it started.
Mm-hmm.
You were a different story. You're from Canada,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And so DP told me a little bit about you, and he said, just kind of listen to what she's saying and what she's going through being a foreign athlete in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And your story's, it's a good one.
It's a
good
great one.
It is. It really is.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's been fun. It's
Mm-hmm.
been interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then how did you get connected with all the other, I guess, hosts from The Ticket? Because you seem to know quite a few of them now.
I'm there a lot.
Yeah.
So Luke runs the mill.
Yes.
And Luke is a woodworker, and he is so cool.
He's
and he
so
does
cool.
some beautiful things.
Mhm.
We just got to visit it, and so I'll go in there and talk to Luke, and then the rest of the guys, I'll ask them questions, and they're kind enough to answer them.
Mhm.
How cool. Do you ever get nervous when you introduce yourself to new people or start talking to other people? You always seem so comfortable.
So we moved so much that I was the new kid a lot.
Okay.
And so it's the downside of that is making lifelong connections is really difficult. So I have few super good friends, but the ones I do have are really cherish.
Yes.
And so, but I had to meet so many different people so often that it's just become second nature. I'm really shy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You guys know that's bull pucky.
If anyone is listening and came up to this table, I can guarantee you he would know your whole story within 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, for sure. And then even coming into the station and talking to different athletes, like just going up to them and just completely introducing yourself and having a conversation. I think that's something that's really cool. And I don't think a lot of people really have that, even just the ability, but then like the desire to just go up to the athletes and talk to them. And from the athlete perspective, we love it.
So that's a question I have sometimes. Do you want this guy that you'd have no clue who it is coming up to you and saying, hey, I thoroughly enjoy watching you. I thoroughly enjoy listening to you on the radio, and you're telling me your story. Is that something you want me to approach you about? And universally, I have yet to have somebody say, go away. And I know most of the time she's thinking and going, please get this old man out of here. But it's been interesting. I've learned so much about you guys, that how hard you actually work. People think that there are student athletes in Nebraska. They've got it all. You're a cheer, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You've got it all. You've got these beautiful locker rooms. You've got tutors. You've got all of this. You don't. I mean, you have access to it, but it's not given to you. You work your tail off. You work your tail off. And people don't see that. And that's what I appreciate, is how hard you actually work and how much you care about what you're doing. That's why I want to say thank you. That's why I want to get a chance to listen to what you're telling me.
Yeah.
I wish more people would do that.
That's so sweet.
Jinx.
Yeah. We've been together too much.
Yeah.
So these two were up late last night. She got up early this morning. Did you get up early as well?
Not as early as you. Yeah.
I am an early bird as of late.
Yeah.
So she and I are running on very little sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to apologize if I
Just
that's part of being old
We're
too.
not that boring, right?
No. It's just I'm old. I fall asleep quick.
Yeah. I don't have an excuse then.
You'll develop one. Just
That's funny. So your connection with the ticket, is there any of your favorite, I guess, shows that you listen to like the most?
so the morning show, the morning show is a good one.
Yeah,
so good.
The three-legged stool.
Yeah.
Those guys are great. AD and Raph, when Raph was there, that was a great show. I love how Sainert and those guys can just rib each other for 3 hours, 2 hours, and still leave and just be cool. And there's not a bad show on there right now. There's not. Your show is on Thursday nights.
Yep.
Unfortunately, here lately, the soccer's been playing Thursday nights.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to bed at 7:30 or 8.
Yeah.
Which I can catch most of your show. I've never heard your show, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So
I'm
your
right after Emma.
Yeah, your first show of listening to Ashlee's, you're actually in it. So there you go.
Oh, Heavens and Murder Show. There we go.
Oh, that's that's really good though. Actually, I didn't realize that. You are listening and live on my first show, technically. What do you know?
I know, man, right? That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Right? So, but you haven't asked very many questions. You got to be more open here.
Well, I'm trying to let Emma do her thing with her show. Mine's
Yeah, I
technically
guess
after.
True. Good point. Yeah,
But-
no, I guess I'm the host of this one. Ashley's the main host of the second hour.
So do we have to switch spots?
Yeah, maybe we'll
Yeah,
switch
we have to
spots.
switch spots. No, I promise I'll get a little bit more chatty soon. But
Okay.
Emma's asking some great questions right now.
Okay.
I prepared some questions for you. So let's go into more on the Husker athlete side of it. What's your favorite sport to watch?
Right now
Mm-hmm.
is soccer.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
So I have people. I played soccer when I was a kid, and growing up in Seattle, that stuff was around. Soccer was around. Nobody knew what it was here in Nebraska when I moved here. And so I can look at a soccer match and watch them drawing up plays exactly the same as the football team is.
Really?
Think about it. So you've got a right wing, right?
Uh-huh.
And you got a center back. So this guy makes a break to the outside, and the center will send it over here, right? Or they're moving their pieces. They're moving this person here, and they're creating feints, and they're creating holes for people to attack.
That's so cool. Isn't that so cool how they, even without like verbally communicating, can do stuff like that?
So think about in a football game, or you when you're on the beam, and you know your coach is screaming at you just something little, right?
A specific keyword usually.
Right.
Yep.
And you pick it.
Yep.
And you've got it, and it triggers something in you. You're out there and you're doing a routine, and you've got how many people are on your team?
About 20 people.
So all of you have to do this at the same time,
Yeah.
in the same rhythm. So you have cues from each other,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. A lot of the time, when we were like stunting or tumbling, we would say, I'm sure you did the same thing, Emma. We would say like counts, like like set 1, pull 3, so that we would all like be flipping or like stunting or hitting the top at the same point. So that's a great point.
And people don't see that.
Yeah.
I was an athlete. I was okay.
Okay.
But I never attained what you guys have attained. And so the dedication in that, the work that you put into it, and now you've got 19 other people to count on for your routine to be good.
Yeah.
You've got yourself.
Yeah.
But your team is also counting on you to score well, so
Yeah.
your team can do well.
Yeah.
And so there's no way I could do. I wrestled in high school. I wasn't very good, but that individual sport, where it's you, but the team counts on you. Wow.
Yeah.
Right. And it's you and 19 other people.
It's just so interesting, the different dynamics between like fully integrated team sports and then team sports. Like I never fully understood how gymnastics, you could be working so hard for not just yourself, but also for the team, because that must feel so difficult just because you are at the same time still competing against your teammates technically, but you also want to push them for their best. How did you handle that? Like how would you encourage other people?
Yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting dynamic because we compete against each other as individuals, but then we're competing together as a team. So ultimately the main goal is for the team to win. So do whatever we can for the team to get that top spot. But then when you do the individual side of it, or you look at it from that perspective, there's the top 6 on each event. So you're competing against your teammates to get that top 6 position to compete on those events. And then when you are competing on those events, I mean, you want to do the best you can. Ultimately, you want to win. So then you're still competing against the team on each event for the individual titles. But then at the end of the day, what really matters is the team and trying to get that team in that top spot. But yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of layers to it.
Since you were such a strong part of your team, do you think, and this is not just in Nebraska, but even when you were younger, do you think things became tense because you were so good and that you worked so hard that you did achieve these amazing things?
Yeah, there were definitely moments that I would say that, I guess like the tension was a little bit higher, especially when it came to certain moments or big competitions leading up to the meets, like who was going to make the lineup, who was going to compete on each event. And it was really tough because when you are on a team with about 20 different girls all fighting for the same spots, wanting the same goals to come true, but you're not fighting, but you're competing against each other for those spots. Tensions definitely got a little bit higher in those moments. And I guess the best way that we would kind of frame that in our minds to move forward and is ultimately because we want the team to win. So we really want to have the best people in the lineup to have that best team score.
I like that. I like the way that you rounded it out with it truly is like the team is the focus. So in soccer, when you would play, was when you're little?
I was little.
What was little kid soccer like then? Was it competitive?
It's a great big ball of kids running around in a circle, right? The ball's here. There's 12 kids.
Oh man.
Then there's the goalie standing back there picking dandelions. I was a goalie, so I was picking dandelions and counting the birds and things like that. But
I remember when I was 4 years old, I got in trouble for sitting on the ball. Like that's how I would get kids not to kick the ball. I just sit on it.
Yeah.
And my mom would be like, we can't do that. We're gonna put you in dance.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
That's beautiful. I love that.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say from like a fan's point of view of watching Husker athletes? What is that like?
So for me, it's awe. It is real awe. So you're a young lady who can be going 90 miles an hour diagonal across this mat, right? 6 feet up in the air, feet going all over the place, toes pointed exactly the right spot.
Yeah.
Land, and then you're going 90 miles an hour the other way in a heartbeat. The tennis players, they're shuffling their feet, and then they make that stroke. And the second they make that stroke, they know where it's going. You can see when I watched the young lady, I can't remember her name, but she missed it, and she knew the second she hit it, she'd missed it.
Wow.
And the dejection was there, but she followed it. But watching, when you've nailed something, you know it.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you hit your routine, you know it, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the wrestlers. Those guys are amazing. They're just crazy. I love watching the guys in the wrestling match.
Very skilled.
I do. Yes, they. Baseball, softball is fun because if you sit behind the opposing team's dugout, right, and you don't say anything, you just listen to what they're saying to each other. They're ribbing each other. They're up to bat and go. Yeah, I mean they're rooting each other on. They got all these little chants for individual people.
They do, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So was it the same thing for you?
I wouldn't say it was a chant more than like we did like handshakes. So you basically would compete, and before the person after you competed, you would give them a pep talk and do like a little handshake or something, or like whatever your thing was with that person. And that's, I guess, what we would do. You'd finish competing, you'd go to the next person in line, you'd give them a little pep talk, you'd do a little handshake, and then you'd kind of pass it on throughout the whole competition. Yeah.
So what do you guys do?
To cut into Emma's, I do remember we used to cheer at gymnastics, and I do remember like during their floor routine, this was my favorite part. There would always be like one motion that they would hit, and the whole team would know that motion, and they would have something.
We would yell "Go Big Red," and you'd hit "Throw the Bones."
Or, yeah. Like you guys always had something like that. I thought that was really special because for me, it would be very hard to remember 20 something people's routines to the point where I can hit a certain motion at the same time, but you guys always could do that. So I thought that was really incredible.
So here's a question for you then. How is it for you? And you are an athlete. I don't care what anybody says. You're working your tail off. How is it for you to root for somebody, to cheer them on in the way you do and watch them compete? What's that like for you?
Yeah. So as a cheerleader, it was really interesting transitioning from being an all-star cheerleader to being a school cheerleader, because going from competing to just simply cheering on other people, it was definitely hard because I lost that kind of selfish aspect, I think, of it. But then it grew into something that I loved so much because I found so much passion for cheering other people on and helping them realize that the impossible is actually possible just by rooting for them and being positive and being kind, and showing up for even different athletes. Like cheerleaders at the women's gymnastics meet was incredible. But for those situations, it was a different world because I got to see people at their highs and lows. And like, it really opened my eyes because you know that people can accomplish things, but sometimes you can see that they don't believe in themselves. And I think that was one of the most interesting things I saw throughout the time as a cheerleader was you can really see the moment when somebody either chooses to fight and push past that mentality and really work hard, or sometimes when that mentality overtakes them and they begin to struggle. So you can really just see up close and personally just the look on their face and like how they are feeling about those things. And it's really cool to see a breakthrough in an athlete. And so that was one of my favorite parts about cheering, because then I realized I think it helped me grow as an athlete myself when I started just trying to be more competitive with my tumbling and stunting and stuff. Just realizing like that my mentality had so much to do with my performance.
So how much of your tumbling is comparable to what you do in tumbling? Is it comparable or is it so tell me, please.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the women's gymnastics team is incredible. Like they are absolutely insane, and I love watching them.
I do too.
But it's just so different because they are tumbling on a different floor than we are. So like we are tumbling on basketball court, we were tumbling on turf, we were tumbling, just anywhere and everywhere. But the thing about that was just it's not really comparable because they were tumbling on a different surface. So we weren't able to do as many things, I would say.
Yeah, because it's definitely impressive that you guys are able to do the flips that you do on turf and on different surfaces because yeah, we do have springs in our floor and stuff like that, which makes it a lot better for your joints and your body. Yeah. Yeah.
But you guys still work very hard.
Oh, everybody does.
Yeah.
You all do. You're amazing. Your young people are amazing. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to get a chance to talk to you too. That's another reason why I come to Ticket. I'm grateful for that opportunity.
That's so sweet. Well, on that note, we're going to head over to our first break. We'll be right back. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence, Ashlee Mitchell, and Magic.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
This is your year where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended
Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th, when every red tag machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location.
Imagine hitting rewind on your life 10, even 20 years. With testosterone therapy from Limitless Male, you can turn back the aging clock and get your edge, energy, and confidence back. If you've lost your drive, sleep deprived, muscle loss, belly fat, irritable, you're not the guy you once were. Get your T levels checked at Limitless Male. More and more men are realizing hormone replacement can turn back the clock. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and tonight I have my two special guests, Ashlee Mitchell and Magic. And we are back live here at Bethany Park for Breaking the Cycle, part of the Timothy Wallace Project. It is such a powerful event focused on healing trauma and ending violence. And you can really feel the energy out here. People are sharing their stories, strength, resilience, and hope. And it's all about peace, healing, and love that lifts instead of hurt. And I think for this segment, we are going to dive in a little bit more into your story because I think it is so powerful and it really ties into the event here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where would you like to start? I guess I didn't really.
Yeah,
We're gonna find
conversations,
the
but yeah.
deepest inner works of your brain.
Oh, good Lord.
Tell us about your childhood.
Well, I was born under a rock. I was hatched. I wasn't born.
Oh, I was like, what? Gosh, we're too gullible for this. You can't tell us that.
I know.
No, it's so a little over a year and a half ago, I got sober again. And I realized how much I had missed over the last 24, 25 years where I thought I had control.
Yeah.
Right. And so God, in his infinite wisdom, put me in a situation where he said, my turn. Well, his saying my turn was my turn. Let me do it. And so I've let him. I've let him. He's led me some really beautiful places.
Yeah.
So I've met some great people. I met a young lady who just found God, right?
Yeah.
I was in an awful mood the other day, and I drive in the truck, and I get parked, and I'm waiting in line, and I'm just not happy. And I look over my left shoulder, and there's the sun coming up, and you guys got the picture.
It was beautiful.
Right? So it's peace. It's where I never had serenity, where I never had peace before. Now I have some peace. And all I do is every morning I ask God, I say, please help somebody through me. Please use me to help somebody. Right?
That's really good.
And so, I got a friend of mine struggling right now.
Yeah.
I can't make it for him. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Right?
So what do you think led to that mindset shift of wanting to change and wanting to have that change? I know you said that God smacked you, and I fully believe that. I fully believe that he will really just let us do our own thing until he's like, okay, time's up.
My turn, right?
Yeah,
You've experienced that. And it's a wonderful thing. It really is when I can, I'm not going to speak for you guys, but when I can step back and say, it's not me, right? There are no coincidences in this. I did not listen to your show and become kind of entranced with it, what you're speaking and how you're telling me you're an athlete and what you're doing and how you can't have a job in the United States because you're here on a student visa, not a work visa. You can't get NIL. Right? Did you know that? She couldn't get NIL.
Yeah, I remember her telling me that story. I just think that's so interesting. And also that stuff is so new that I'm just surprised that they didn't think about all these foreign athletes that really like gymnastics was so busy for you. You didn't have time to work.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to, receive those benefits? I think that's just such an interesting pathway.
And so when he's led me down these paths, I try to follow him. I try to find out more. Cambridge.
Yeah.
I just asked you tonight because
Yes.
I didn't know. You're from Texas.
Yep.
You went to school at Millard West.
Yes.
Right. So I was telling Ashlee that I went to Millard North Junior High. It was clear on the edge of Omaha, right on the edge of Omaha. Nothing to the west of us. Now Omaha goes all the way to Gretna. I mean, gee, Christmas it's gonna be Lincoln, Omaha here for too much longer.
Right.
But these paths that he's put me on are wonderful sometimes and miserable at times too.
Yeah. With the miserable times, like what keeps you going? What is your thought process? Because I know a lot of people sometimes think, how is God good if bad things are happening to me right now?
So for me, I have to look at what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look at my path in it. So if I make a mistake in my job, I have to be willing to say, hey, I made a mistake. If I make a mistake with a human being, then I have to really sit down and go, what did I do? Why did I react that way? Why did I intentionally hurt somebody or unintentionally hurt them? But
I think it's the fact that we have, like, when I was hearing you say that, like, the fact that we have free will, we have that choice, and it's so beautiful that we have that choice to make good or bad decisions. But also sometimes I think we blame other people or other things for the poor decisions that we make, which, for example, the other day I didn't study and I was upset at myself for studying, but then I was like, well, blah, 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 asked me to hang out. Well, why am I trying to put the blame on somebody else when I'm the one who chose to say yes, to not study, and I even took the time to think about what I should be doing right before hanging out with them, when I could have kindly called them up and said, hey, I respectfully, I can't do that. So I think kind of put it into that mindset, I think a lot of the time push blame on other things and other situations ourselves.
I love it when a young person will tell me, hey, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
So if I got shovels in the back of my truck, somebody broke a shovel and threw it back at my truck and didn't tell me they broke it. So I show up in the next job site and I'm thinking I have 3 perfectly good shovels and I've got one that's about 1.5 feet long. It's like, what am I going to do with this? Just tell me. If you make a mistake, just tell me. I make mistakes all the time. I challenge them to say, hey, are you sure this is what you want to do? To me. And I'm pretty confident in my ability when I'm doing these things. But I had a young man the other day, it's been a month ago, say, what do you think about this? And I took a step back and I said, well, we've tried that. What do you think how do you think we should do it? Right? So just being approachable, having him being able to say, okay, what do you think about this? If I can take a half a second, get my ego out of the way and say, okay, let's look. Turns out he was right. So I called the guy who taught me, called him up and said, hey, you got to know this. So he said, let me try it. He called me back. He said, what's the kid's name? I said, his name is Andrew. He says, you tell Andrew I'm going to steal his idea, but I'm going to give him credit.
That's nice.
Isn't it? So just being teachable, being approachable.
Yeah.
Right. You guys are going into lives now where you're in a job now, right? Being approachable. You're going to teach somebody something that's older than you and not being afraid to say, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
Right. And you're hoping, actually, you're not hoping, you should have the feeling that they are going to listen. You're studying to be a lawyer, right? And so if you hear the jokes, what happens when a busload of lawyers goes off with one seat empty? It's a crying shame the seat was empty, right? So when you hear those things and you still pursue it, pursue it with a passion, pursue it with the right mindset. So that's what I've learned.
This is getting me in deep thought. It's hard to respond to some of these things because they get me to think.
Yes. And then how would you say that when you're having a day that maybe isn't going the way that you'd like, how do you reframe that to continue the day and then kind of make the most out of it, even if it's not? Like, I know you said the sunrise the other day helped and you sent us a picture of that, and that was really sweet. And that, like, I woke up to that message too and I was like, wow, okay, it's going to be a good day. And it was a good day.
Yeah.
And I apologize for sending it before you were awake. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, and so to me it's 7 o'clock.
Have been sleeping in.
Yeah, you get up and
catch up.
You study, young lady. You study. It's I have to stop what I'm doing. I have to actually just make that mental break and go, okay, stop. Why are you this way? What are you letting affect you? What am I letting affect me to put me in that bad mood? What's doing it?
Yeah.
And I can always go back and find it.
Yeah.
So and it's always something stupid, right?
Always.
It's always something stupid.
And it's usually a bigger deal in your head than it actually is.
Yes.
I feel like that's the biggest thing.
So true. I have realized too, similarly to what you were saying, Magic, is like sometimes one little thing will occur and I don't even realize, but that little thing will snowball into my whole entire day. And like, if I would have just addressed it in my mind and truly thought about it and understood it in the the circumstance of my life, like it's always very small. And if I would have just forgiven that person or forgiven myself for doing that, then I would have let it go and it would have been completely fixed. It's always a interesting truth to figure out, I think.
So I relate it to having a pebble in my shoe. Something really small, right?
Yeah.
But in your shoe, it feels like your fist,
Yeah.
right? So that little teeny grain of sand, right? And I can be miserable for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And somebody will finally say, "What's going on with you, man?
Yeah.
What did I do?" Right?
Yeah.
And if I can just take a step back, right? So when you guys are performing a routine, if you make a mistake, if you beat yourself up for the mistake, you're done.
Ooh, we talked about this last week.
Right? You're done.
Uh-huh.
You're out of the competition.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake and go, okay, now where can I change that?
Yeah. Yeah. In the moment, making those adjustments. And I guess, that's applicable to sport and then also just day-to-day life.
Every day.
Yeah.
Everything we do, we're not going to be perfect. There's only one person that's ever been perfect. Right? Well, I'm close, but I mean.
That's why we have you on the show tonight, Matt.
Anybody who knows me will tell you that's so far from the truth. But you can't be perfect.
No.
You just can't.
Yeah.
So do the best you can and own it. When you make a mistake, own it. I screwed up.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I love that. Well, guys, we'll be right back. We're heading to our next break. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence,
How do you know
Ashlee
that?
Mitchell, and Magic. Bye.
Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sapp Brothers Petroleum launched the Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. When you contract your fuel with Sapp Brothers, enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. As Husker Country knows, the only thing stronger than the roar at Memorial Stadium is the drive of a farmer putting food on the table. Fuel your farm with Sapp Brothers Petroleum and enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. Visit sapbros.net today. Sapp Brothers Petroleum, fueling the heartland. Go Big Red.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Stock up on livestock feed, deer corn, and pine shavings to keep your animals fed and your farm running smoothly. Need tools for your fall projects? Grab DeWalt power tools and grass seed to keep your fields in top shape before winter. From your barn to your backyard, Baumgars has you covered. Get ready for the season with everything you need to finish those fall fix-ups. Baumgars, field, farm, and fall fix-ups.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details, or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Schaefer's is celebrating its 79th anniversary with special rebates, financing, savings, and free delivery store-wide.
Update your home with innovative Samsung appliances and save up to an additional $900 with rebates. Samsung Innovation saves you energy and time with easy-to-connect appliance technology. Plus, during Schaefer's anniversary, get free delivery on your appliance purchase.
So hurry in during Schaefer's 79th anniversary event, going on now.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
You guys are wonderful.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine, everyone. I'm your host, Emma Spence. I've got Ashlee, Mitchell, and Magic here with me. We are wrapping things up live from Bethany Park at the Breaking the Cycle event with the Timothy Wallace Project. It's been an inspiring evening of healing, connection, and powerful stories about finding peace and breaking free from pain. So for this last segment, I had a question for you.
Shoot.
So what do you want fans to know about Husker athletes' stories based on the interactions that you've had with them? And then also, you've been listening to the shows for years now. So what are some key takeaways that you've noticed from listening to all the athlete stories?
So, and I've given you both fair warning on this, is that people don't understand how hard you work outside of your day-to-day. Your day-to-day routine has got to be now. Then all of a sudden you'll get a call saying, hey, maybe somebody can't make it. So you've got to fill in.
Yeah.
So then you're going to a meet in Michigan, but you've got a paper due tomorrow morning, right?
Yep.
So you're spending, I asked you this question. I was very specific. How many hours a week do you put in gymnastics? And you said 20 hours of practice and then 5 hours in the weight room. That's 25 hours a week.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're putting in 30 hours a week on cheer.
Yeah. Because you have to put in a lot of practice outside of cheer too. Like you have to tumble and since we only have a couple of hours in the weight room in the morning, we have to do the rest of that ourselves.
Right. And then you told me you're putting 50 hours at your school. How many hours did you put in?
Oh man, I don't even know. And I was doing it all hours of the night too.
Yeah, like until like midnight.
Until
I would
midnight,
be studying until midnight, get up at 6 a.m. for lift. It was it was always very interesting.
So when I was going to school in 95, 96, I had a wife and 2 kids at home. And I made $18 an hour, but I made $27,000 that year and had a 3.75 GPA. I was working my tail off.
Incredible.
So you're putting in, so I get that to a point.
Yeah.
But you are also on display, right? So what I get from you guys is that sometimes there will be a bubble around you. And people that don't understand how hard you're working and how much of yourself you're putting into Nebraska sports, Nebraska cheer, right? You represent me. Whether you want to believe that or not, you represent this crazy old white man. I mean, that's just it. So you have so many demands on your time. You have so many demands on how you look, how you walk down the street, how you say hi to some mother who says, "Oh, I recognize you." You have to be something that at that moment you may not want to be.
Yeah.
At that moment, you may not want to be Emma Spence gymnast. You may want to be Emma Spence student. I may want to be Emma Spence. Leave me alone, please. But you can't.
Yeah.
I remember passing Tom Osborne in Shields one time, and I was going up the escalator, and he's coming down, and I had something in my hands, and I looked up, and I noticed him, and I was looking at him, and he looked at me, and I could see it on his face. It was like, no, please no. And all I did was, as we were going by, I said, "Thanks, coach," and just kept going on.
Yeah. He probably was like, that's a relief.
And the relief on his face was palpable. Palpable. Help me
Yeah.
out there. But you could see it.
Yeah.
And so what I get talking to young people, I've talked to Ridge Lovett, and I had classes back then with Grant Lindstrom, and I had Eric Strickland and Damon Benning and Christian Peter, a mountain of a human being. I literally passed him in the hallway one time and stopped. And he said, "Big boy, aren't I?" And kept right on going.
Oh, that's funny.
So I had classes with these guys, and I didn't realize at that time how hard they were working outside.
Yeah.
I was so wrapped up in what I needed to do for me and my family that I didn't care. Now I've got time.
Yeah.
I've got this time to I go to softball.
Yeah.
Love it. I go to soccer. Love it. I've been to gymnastics. You guys are crazy good. Wrestling, I've been to wrestling. Baseball, I've been to baseball. I want to go to the first football game of the year this Saturday, and I haven't been. It's not real high on my priority. I've been football games.
Yeah.
I had never been to gymnastics. Now I can go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're really just taking advantage, I guess, of trying out all the other sports. We're not trying out, but watching.
And they're wonderful.
Yes.
I tried out for gymnastics and only found me wrapped up in a corner in a ball.
That's fine. I'll bring an ice pack next time.
Here we go.
Yeah, let me know when you try again. I'd like to be there too.
just bring a gun, put me out of my misery before we even start.
That's crazy. Well, guys, that is a wrap of my show. Stay tuned because the three of us are actually about to come back after the break on Ashlee's show. So I'm closing out my time here as a host tonight. This is Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence, Ashlee Mitchell, and Magic.
Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sapp Brothers Petroleum launched the Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. When you contract your fuel with Sapp Brothers, enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. As Husker Country knows, the only thing stronger than the roar at Memorial Stadium is the drive of a farmer putting food on the table. Fuel your farm with Sapp Brothers Petroleum and enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. Visit sapbros.net today. Sapp Brothers Petroleum, fueling the heartland. Go Big Red.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Stock up on livestock feed, deer corn, and pine shavings to keep your animals fed and your farm running smoothly. Need tools for your fall projects? Grab DeWalt power tools and grass seed to keep your fields in top shape before winter. From your barn to your backyard, Baumgars has you covered. Get ready for the season with everything you need to finish those fall fix-ups. Baumgars, field, farm, and fall fix-ups.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details, or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Schaefer's is celebrating its 79th anniversary with special rebates,
financing,
savings, and free delivery store-wide.
Update your home with innovative Samsung appliances and save up to an additional $900 with rebates. Samsung Innovation saves you energy and time with easy-to-connect appliance technology. Plus, during Schaefer's anniversary, get free delivery on your appliance purchase.
So hurry in during Schaefer's 79th anniversary event, going on now.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. For tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sapp Brothers Petroleum launched the Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. When you contract your fuel with Sapp Brothers, enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. As Husker Country knows, the only thing stronger than the roar at Memorial Stadium is the drive of a farmer putting food on the table. Fuel your farm with Sapp Brothers Petroleum and enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. Visit sapbros.net today. Sapp Brothers Petroleum, fueling the heartland. Go Big Red.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Stock up on livestock feed, deer corn, and pine shavings to keep your animals fed and your farm running smoothly. Need tools for your fall projects? Grab DeWalt power tools and grass seed to keep your fields in top shape before winter. From your barn to your backyard, Baumgars has you covered. Get ready for the season with everything you need to finish those fall fix-ups. Baumgars, field, farm, and fall fix-ups.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details, or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Schaefer's is celebrating its 79th anniversary with special rebates, financing, savings, and free delivery store-wide.
Update your home with innovative Samsung appliances and save up to an additional $900 with rebates. Samsung Innovation saves you energy and time with easy-to-connect appliance technology. Plus, during Schaefer's anniversary, get free delivery on your appliance purchase.
So hurry in during Schaefer's 79th anniversary event, going on now.
Life is busy and life is loud. How can you get above the noise? Join former Nebraska cheerleader Ashlee Mitchell as she tells you about her experiences in front of the loudest crowds in college athletics and how she rose above the noise. This is Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
Welcome to Above the Noise. Tonight we are in a very special place. It is a little bit dark if you can't tell, if you are tuning in live right now. But tonight on the show, we are talking about Breaking the Cycle, which is a community initiative led by the Timothy Wallace Project that's all about healing trauma and ending violence. This event is in Bethany Park currently, and it is bringing people together to find strength, peace, and self-worth beyond pain and past experiences. And today I have two very, very special guests. I have Miss Emma Spence again.
Hey guys.
And I have Magic today. He's a little bit hidden in the shadows. Magic, go ahead and introduce yourself. What can we ask? What is your real name?
Scott Johnson.
Scott Johnson, but we're going to refer to him as Magic from here on out. Now, Magic, I want to hear a little bit about your story. So he was just on the past hour on Emma Spence's show on Beyond the Routine. So he got to talk a little bit about his story, but I would just like a brief overview if you would like to share again.
So I made a lot of bad, poor choices for my life. About a year and a half ago, I made some good choices, got some new people in my life, quit drinking. So that's I just have God to thank for it, right? So that's pretty much a quick overview.
I really like the quick overview because you said you had some bad choices and then you turned those into good choices. Tell us a little bit about one of the biggest things, and that can be God as well, because I know that God is a very important part of your story, that really motivated that change. What led to you wanting to make your life change for the better?
Okay, so I know dead air is bad air. So when you wake up every morning and you're miserable, and you and I talked about this a little bit, where if you make a bad choice, if I dwell on it, if I just keep perpetuating that, then it's a bad thing, right? So I woke up one morning and I blew a .11 at 9 o'clock in the morning at a CDL physical, which is not a good place to do that. And it was at that moment that I just realized I was killing myself. And I wasn't doing it in a very nice way.
Mhm.
It was a slow, miserable death, but it was a spiritual death more than anything else.
Wow. That is really good. So wow. I just don't have words for your story because you really have gone from point A to point B, and like you just are in such a joyful place right now. I feel like no matter what is going on, I can never truly tell because you always have a smile on your face. What keeps you joyful in the morning? I feel like every single time I talk to you, you have a smile, and it's just so inspiring.
So ask the young men that work with me, that work for me. They'll tell you I'm a bear. I'm growly old fart. But I think I said this a little bit earlier. I ask every morning. I ask God. I said, please use me in some way. Use me to help somebody today. And here, a month or so ago, I started asking him, may I hear your voice? I don't think I said that yet.
No.
But I asked him, may I hear your voice? Well, for me, meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous meetings were so important. And I was going 7-8 days a week. I went to 88 meetings in 30 days when I first got clean, when I first got sober.
Yeah.
Well, with my work and everything, I was kind of slacking off on meetings. So the first week when I asked God, can I hear your voice? I got 3 phone calls.
Wow. And who were they from?
One is a guy, I can say first names, Tony, Adam, and oh heavens, I'm blanking on his name. He's one of the most beautiful men I've ever met. But I mean, it was just guys saying, we haven't seen you.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wow.
Right.
You know, and I've had situations where sometimes I separate myself because of time management, just because of feeling busy. And I'm sure, Emma, you feel that too.
For sure.
Where you don't even mean to, but you separate yourself from the good things, from things that remind you of your purpose. Just because you feel overwhelmed, you feel busy, but as soon as you come back, you find your cups overflowing with joy because of those people. But when you got those 3 phone calls, what was your thought process? Were you like, you know what? Yeah, I need to come back. I need to go back, get some community. Community is so important to change. But or were you redundant? Were you not wanting to come back?
No, I knew. So for every alcoholic that is true to themselves and saying, hey, I'm an alcoholic and I need to change this. I can't. Okay, I shouldn't say that. For me, not for everybody else, but when I finally sat down and said, hey, this is me and this needs to change, I have to listen to the people that are telling me things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if I don't want to hear it. You know, you might have had a coach tell you, this is something you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
This is something you're doing wrong. Your mom, your dad, anybody. When I don't want to hear it is especially when I need to go, whoa.
So
right.
true. Yeah.
Right.
The things you don't want to hear.
Yeah. And so, and you know, Tony called and said, hey, he actually sent me a text saying, I'm not trying to butt in. I'm not trying to, you know, any of this, but I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
And so to me, say something, right? If you haven't seen me for a while and you're wondering how I'm doing, call me. Say, hey, what's going on? We haven't seen you. So I've been better at that. I'm not great at it. But there again, being a guy, you know, I would rather cut off my left arm than ask another guy for help.
Yeah.
And it's true. I mean, if you ask most men, asking for help is the most difficult thing we can do.
Yeah.
And I don't know about, I can't speak for either one of you, but for me, it's terribly, terribly difficult.
Yeah, I think even just being an athlete, and Emma, I'm not sure if you would agree with this. I think from some of our conversations you would, but growing up just feeling like you have to be so self-sufficient that you always have to be the best, and sometimes letting somebody in on your weaknesses makes it seem even more real almost. And most of the time you feel like if you wait long enough or work hard enough that these weaknesses will go away. And a lot of the time they just magically don't, especially with mental blocks with different skills. And I think one of the biggest things, I think earlier on Emma's podcast, we were also talking about asking for help. That's one of the biggest things. But I also think in the world of athletics, it's sometimes really difficult to ask for help because that means you have to admit your weakness. And that just makes it all the more real. And a lot of people don't want to see that, I don't think.
Sorry,
we are on air right now.
Another take for that that I can relate to is I'm an oldest sister. I have 2 younger sisters, and I
Uh-huh.
feel like I also bring that perspective to that, being like, I'm the role model. I need to always be with it. I need to be just like the example for them.
Mhm.
And because of that, I also feel like it's difficult to ask for help just because you have people looking up to you in that sense as well.
How much pressure is there in that?
I would say there's a lot. I mean, it depends on the situation, but I feel like just like growing up as their big sister, them wanting to follow in my footsteps, I feel like I had to be a leader. I had to be the one that they could look up to as like a positive role model. And that meant a lot to me. So I did take that to heart for most of my life, and I still do.
Well, you're still big sis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you're always going to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and even in the position that you are in, where you are just so incredible, and you are a very skilled gymnast. And I know your sisters did gymnastics too for a little while. Isn't one of your sisters still in gymnastics currently?
No, my youngest sister though, she is playing volleyball at a university in Canada, so she's doing that now. She just started she actually is traveling right now to her first competition for the team. So yeah, she's kind of been following in that sense, even though it's a different sport, but
yeah,
it's awesome.
But that also like plays into a little bit of the pressure. I feel like you want to make sure that you are doing.
I didn't do it.
Guys, Magic's over here. Just kidding. But it plays into part of the pressure. Like you were the first child of your family to be going off into college and being in college athletics, and you were so successful with it that I'm sure you feel a lot of pressure, but I'm sure your siblings feel a lot of pressure.
I was going to say that's the other side of it, and I've had some heart to heart, like genuine conversations with my younger sisters about it, and they definitely felt that because I did all that stuff, they also had to follow in those footsteps, and if they didn't, they struggled with that as well. So that was interesting.
So I showed you the necklaces and stuff I made. The one that I made with the dime was next to.
Yes.
That's a young lady who's a graphic artist, and she gave me a little painting. It's a 4x4 square, and it's beautiful. It's a 4 trees, and but she's got 2 sisters that are doctors and another sister that's an attorney.
Wow.
And I know, right?
That's a competitive family.
Right? So in our conversations, I felt, and I may have been misreading the room entirely, but I felt like she felt a little less than. But to me, a doctor can heal me, right? An attorney can keep me free, but an artist gives me life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
And so I can see where the sisters are looking at what you're doing. And so we all have somebody. I've got these kids that work for me that I don't want them to be like me. I want them to be them, but I want them to do the things. I want them to learn.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're standing there telling your little sister, "Hey, listen, this is what I learned." If they can take that, if you can do that with a new cheer team member, a new gymnast, a freshman coming in and say, "Hey, listen."
Yeah.
Well, you're a freshman still, so I mean.
Well,
but
I'm a 1L. I'm a 1L
she's a
at law
1L.
school. Don't put me down to the freshman level yet.
Okay.
Just kidding to any freshmen listening.
But I mean, there's some innate quality in all of us.
Yeah.
You guys, in a different sense, is that your standards for yourself are so high, right? So if you want to be an attorney, you're going to get a 4.0, and I'm going to write this paper, and you're going to believe what I'm saying, even if it's all hogwash. You can make me believe it. You can take your job. You're looking at your job, and you're going, "Okay, I want this to be perfect." Well, so my standards are pretty high. But in your two nature, and I would say 99% of the athletes out there, their nature is to be that much better than everybody else.
Yeah.
And if you don't attain that, then what happens?
And see, actually, I think that's a great point, because speaking of Emma's job, she reaches out to businesses a lot, and she gets a lot of no's. So like a part of her job is kind of a little bit of rejection therapy, just asking, I don't know the specifics of your job, so I can't speak on it very well, but you do get a lot of yeses and no's in your business. And that is probably very interesting, coming from being an athlete and trying to like take a no and not take it personally.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially the cold calling side of my job. People don't like cold calls these days, and I don't blame them, because I don't either. And then I have to really change the perspective of like, okay, they're probably busy. This is probably a bad time to call. They don't want to talk, like they don't know you, like all that stuff. And I try not to take it personally. And I feel like that's been really difficult for me.
Yeah.
But then I frame it in a way, if someone does cold call me, well, I usually try and end it as quickly as I can as well. So,
but it's also interesting. It gives you a different perspective on those kinds of things. Because honestly, before I found out that you were cold calling, I was the same way. And now every time that somebody calls me, I think of you. I can't end the call.
Yeah, that's what my dad said too. Because I mean, half of it is that, but then the other part is like going in person, visiting the different business owners and getting to know the different businesses in the community. And that part I love. And that part makes up for that other side of it, because then I get to interact in person. I get to know their story better, and people are just more open when they see that you're not AI. And that's another thing with AI coming the way that it is. Like, it's so hard to tell who's a robot, who's a person. So like, I also have to take that into account. But yeah, no, definitely the in-person for me is the way to go.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but if I hadn't had a chance to meet her and she called me on the phone, I'd be like, no, thanks. Now that I've known her, she's like, what do you got for me, right?
Yeah,
so when you get in their office, you're like, I got you.
Yeah, I'll be giving you a call tomorrow.
Check my Wikipedia page, please.
Okay, so Wikipedia, what is that?
What? Oh my goodness. It's just like a little web dictionary, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to describe it.
I have a dictionary at home. I open the pages.
You still do?
You still?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
I remember when I was in 3rd grade, man, just how the times have changed. When I was younger, we had to look through the dictionaries to find everything. And then I remember when we started getting iPads or laptops or something for school, and I just thought this was the coolest thing. And now we're in the age of AI, where I can have, lawyers actually currently, this is a hot topic in the legal community, is some lawyers will try to use AI and it will come up with fake court cases. So it's just, I mean, it's right 90% of the time, but then you can't find that 10% of the time until it bites you in the butt. So that's been a really interesting thing that we've talked about with school lately, is they're like, please avoid using AI just because you don't know, like you don't know well enough to know that 10% of the time. But when it comes to cold calling too, like you don't know if it's a person or AI, and that's scary because like genuinely, what if it is that 10% of the time you're giving your information to something, but maybe it's
exactly. And that's what I also have to try and reframe, like, especially if it's someone that's a little bit older that answers the phone. I'm like, I know my dad when he tells me about it, because sometimes after work I'll call him and he'd be like, yeah, I would have done the same thing. And I'm like, what?
So you guys are talking about AI. I'm remembering going to Love Library, right? And they have this whole row of index cards in the Dewey Decimal System. You would reach in and get an index card. You were looking for a book, right? And you would pull it out, and it would have an aisle number, a shelf number, a book number. Yes.
I spent all my time at the library, guys. I loved this.
I love the library. I love it. I have a library card that it's old, it's wrinkly, and they wanted to ask me if I wanted a new one. I said, no, it's mine. This one's mine. You can't have it. Mine.
Speaking of, this is completely random and not where I was going to head with this conversation. But when I was younger, I would actually go to the library and I would leave with books up to my chin because I loved reading so much. So, Magic, what were you passionate about when you were younger? Like, to the point of being maybe even a little nerdy like I was. If it wasn't nerdy, that's okay.
So I was so scattered.
Yeah.
Right. And I was never really passionate about anything. I would find something and grab onto it with both hands for 6 weeks, then done.
Yeah.
So I've become pretty passionate about a couple of things here in Lincoln right now. One is linked to literacy.
Yes.
You know, that's you read for them.
Yes.
Right? And all those little guys sitting out front, those little people sitting out front, you're reading a book to, which is about a friend of yours.
Yes.
Right. Greg Stewart.
Yep.
So if you haven't read that, it's a real simple read, but it tells a real powerful story.
Yeah.
About how you may be a little different appearance-wise, but I mean, he half an arm and he's 7'2", but he won a gold medal in the Paralympics in shot put.
Twice now. Both Olympics.
He's incredible.
Yeah. Have you met him?
No, but he was on our show. I watched the show and it was just inspiring.
Right. So we talk about these things and just totally lost my train of thought, which is not uncommon.
Linked to literacy.
Linked to literacy.
Yes.
So it's I now I have these passions.
Yeah.
I have these things that I really try to focus on.
That's so cool.
So I'll text Kathleen once or twice a week, and I'll say, "Hey, do you need some help?"
Mm-hmm.
And so she's taken me up on my offer twice. But I get to do these things now.
Mhm.
I get to reach for things.
So you find passion in helping out the community then?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's also something that I don't think kids, because my original question was like, what did you find joy in as a child? But a lot of kids actually don't even get the experience anymore or as often to volunteer for different events. I think though they can't do as much as some adults, like children are still such a powerful thing in our society, and they should be able to volunteer and help out as well, which is really cool because I bet you would have had that spark and that passion for helping others.
This is the most evil thing in our society.
Yeah, he's holding up a phone for people who are listening.
So I asked this kid, do you read? And he
Mhm.
said, no, I play video games. So I said, well, what color's your ogre? And he told me it's green and slimy. I said, mine's purple. Purple? How can you have a purple ogre? I said, he's purple. He's got 3 tusks. 2 grow up, 1 grows down. He's ugly. He's got 1 eye in the middle. I said, that's the one I've created.
Yeah.
I've created him. And it's a
Yeah.
little twisted, but it's there. It's mine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
That's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah. Creativity and helping out the community. Now, Magic does have a couple of other really incredible things that he's involved in the community, and we will start discussing that after we are done with this break. But thank you guys so much for watching Above the Noise with Ashlee Mitchell and our
After
friends
a long,
Emma
hot
Spence and
summer,
Magic.
are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th when every red tagged machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at the 27th and I-80 location.
Imagine hitting rewind on your life 10, even 20 years. With testosterone therapy from Limitless Male, you can turn back the aging clock and get your edge, energy, and confidence back. If you've lost your drive, sleep deprived, muscle loss, belly fat, irritable, you're not the guy you once were. Get your T levels checked at Limitless Male. More and more men are realizing hormone replacement can turn back the clock. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People Seeding Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Husker fans know when you work together, great things happen. At Cornhusker Bank, they're more than your financial partner. With 5 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Omaha, they're your neighbors, your teammates, and your biggest fans. Whether you're saving for your first home, planning your future, or growing your business, they're right here in Nebraska to help you move forward together. Visit cornhusker.bank to learn more. Cornhusker Bank, member FDIC. Doing life together.
Deciding on a college with your high school senior can be a little overwhelming for parents. But applying for money to pay for it is simple. FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is now easier than ever with fewer questions and faster fill-out times. If you have a high school senior, now is the time to apply for thousands of dollars for classes, books, and housing. Get started, Nebraska, at dothefafsa.org. Sponsored by Education Quest Foundation. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th when every red tag machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location.
Back to Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
Hello, guys.
Oh, good heavens.
We are back again at Bethany Park with the Timothy Wallace Foundation, and we are just enjoying a little campfire lighting scenario out here. It is a little bit dark right now, but we are just having the best time. I have my co-host for today, Emma Spence. I can't speak. I apologize. And we have Magic as well. And Magic, we were just having a great conversation before the break. Do you want to remind us again, Link to Literacy?
Yeah, Link to Literacy is it's a program where one of the greatest things they do is they get books into children's hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they also have a program where they teach parents how to read to kids.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's
cool.
My Aunt Shelley read The Hobbit to us as kids.
Oh.
And so The Hobbit is an involved story. She would make up the voices. She was just beautiful at it. And so reading is one of my passions. I read a lot. I gave you a book.
Yes, it is so good. The Shack is
Shack.
amazing. So if
Mhm.
anyone has a chance to read it, I would definitely recommend.
Yeah, The Shack is one. Tuesdays with Maury. I think I've given away 37
I
copies
heard
now.
that one is so good.
You haven't read it yet. Okay, I'll get you a
No.
copy.
Oh my goodness, no, I can get one myself.
Well,
Don't
no,
worry.
see, here's the key to that is if I get that book, if I go buy Tuesdays with Maury,
Uh-huh.
I reread it. So then I
Mhm.
remember what it's saying to me and I know but I always get something different,
Mhm.
right? So then if I give it to you and you enjoy it, you can't keep it. You've got to give it to somebody else. Right? So you give the copy when you're done with The Shack, you give it away
Uh-huh.
and I'll get you a copy for yourself. But if you find something in something that you enjoy, something music or something, if you have a dance troupe or something that you really enjoy, tell me. If I hate it, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But if I love it, I'm going to tell everybody.
Yeah.
And
That's a
so-
great point.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So usually in our society, if it's bad, people remember it, right? So they hold on to this, and we talked about that. At what point are you looking to give forgiveness?
Mhm.
When are you looking to forgive yourself? And I think I'm harder on me than anybody else could ever be,
Yeah.
right? So this thought of where if I find something good, I'm going to tell everybody.
That's really good.
I'm trying to change that in myself. I'm trying to take all that negative that I held and used as just an evil in my soul.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get rid of that.
Mhm.
And everything good I see, I'm trying to tell you about it.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, gosh, I don't know. It was a couple of shows ago. Me and one of my guests, we were talking about just enjoying the little things in life and, turning off your phone when you're going on a walk, when you're walking around, enjoying the sunset and the sunrise and just really being present and being where your feet are. And that's something that I've been really working on recently. And I definitely have not achieved it fully yet, but really just these little habits in your life that you can look up and just say, wow, I'm able to walk today. I'm able to move. I'm able to see a sunrise. Like, how incredible is that? How lucky are we that we are able to walk into the library and get books for free, to get education? It's just, I think we take for granted, and us, including me, I'm not talking about everybody, but we take for granted what we have and how special our life is. And I like that, because even teaching parents how to teach their kids how to read, like, we take that for granted. I was taught by my mom at a very young age how to read, but not every kid had that luxury. And it's like, when you sit at the table, your dad was trying to teach you math and he was yelling at you and you just got really frustrated. Like, I'm sure that's how some people felt about all of school. And it's just, it's sad, because education is such a blessing, and we really ought to help other people see that. And it's just situations like how they grew up. Some people just never grew up knowing that, and it's nobody's fault. It's just how things were.
It boils down to it. It's my fault, right?
Mhm.
If I don't share something with you that I enjoy, if I don't share something with you that is some knowledge that I have, if I don't share it with you, then that's on me.
Yeah.
Right. And that's on my parents, or that's on society as a whole. Find the good things, focus on the good things, and then tell Emma, hey, I saw this dance troupe, the Carson's dance, and they're amazing. Tell Ashlee, hey, this book, I've read this book. I know you
Yeah.
like books. So if I take those things and I project them out, right, and as long as I'm not spewing any venom, then if I can give something good to somebody, if somebody gets something good in a day, I make it a habit of telling somebody that's got a beautiful smile, right? Say, man, your smile just really helped me today. Thank you. And it's simple.
But it makes their day.
It really does. Yeah.
I've had different reactions. I've had, where, who's this crazy old fart, yeah. But then I've also gotten somebody that you could tell it helped.
Yeah. That's
And-
really cool.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that crazy old fart all day long, as long as somebody actually benefits them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think another thing I've been personally working on lately is if I see something, like, I want to say it to them. So if I see somebody's smile is beautiful, I want to say it to them. If I like their outfit, I want to say it to them. For so long, I've overthought it and been like, well, what if they think I'm weird? I don't remember a single time that somebody has complimented me or been kind to me or held the door open for me where I thought it was weird. every
That's a
single
good
time I
point.
remember that it's just been so special, and it's actually made my day or lifted up my day, you know? And I think we always I think we have to take a step back and look at it from our own perspective. If somebody else did that to us, we would never think it's weird. We would be so grateful, and like it's just such a sweet thing. So that's something I've been really trying to do. If it would make my day, I want to do it to somebody else.
And
Absolutely.
I think that goes back to what you were saying on my show, how when you come to approach us sometimes and have conversations with the athletes, you think that we might be nervous or we might not want to hear what you have to say, but every time we always do. So I think that's a cool way to think about it for you as well. When you're nervous or not sure if we want to have a conversation with you, we do.
Yeah, because I remember our first conversation, or like my first conversation with you. I was on Emma's show, and I was talking about my faith, I think, on the show, and I was just talking about my story of like coming back to Christ. And you burst in the door during one of our breaks, and you were like, "You two," and I was like, "Who is this crazy old fart?"
I'm the crazy
But
old fart.
I was like, "Who is this guy?" And we didn't even catch your name, but you were just so kind and like so passionate about hearing what we were passionate about and like our life stories. And it was just so kind of you to listen to it and not just listen to it, but like come in and talk to us about it. That it was so meaningful. And like I personally probably wouldn't have done that, but now that you've done that and I've seen like how kind it was that you really went out of your way to say hi to us and to chat with us and to say thank you for telling your story, like it made such a big impact. And I think about it quite often too. Like you were just so kind and you went out of your way to be kind, and it made my year probably.
No. What it did. So in those instances where God uses me, right? He's reminding me that you're important. You're important. You guys are important in my life, right? And so if I can, if he'll put it in my heart, if he'll put it in my soul that, hey, go say hi, then I'm going to do it. The Bowlers were on the radio the other day, and they're on the crazy hour. They're on like Sunday night late, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in bed by 8:00 every night, but so they were finally in the studio, and I was just getting out of the truck, and I thought I busted tail and got down there, and I just wanted to tell them, I thank you for giving me joy.
Yeah.
Right? You guys, when you do your show, you give me joy.
You don't watch my show. You told me that.
I know.
But this is your first time watching it and you're on it. So,
Well, and I'm being
brownie points.
so I got best of both worlds, right?
That's giving me joy.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you not go to bed at 8 now so that you can watch my show? I'm kidding.
So soccer's about over. They play their last regular season game next Sunday, I believe.
Okay.
And it's at Hibner. So for people who don't know where Hibner is, it's right at the corner of 14th and Cornhusker.
And you always almost miss the turn.
I do.
Yep.
And I've gone there half a dozen times. And tennis is right there.
Yep.
It's in the same complex. We've got a good tennis team, both men's and women's, right?
Yep.
And so we've got some amazing athletes that we don't hear anything about.
And that's such a great point. Yeah.
It irritates the bejeebers out of me because we didn't hear how good you were.
Yeah, and Emma, oh my goodness, like watching her was like watching like something magical. Like genuinely, every single time I watched you tumble or go on the beam, I like started like sweating because it was so good. Like I have no other way to describe it. I loved watching you, and this was before we were even friends. So this is like genuine. But
yeah,
you like it just was like watching somebody float. It just looked so effortless and so fun, and it was just incredible. But you would have never heard not because they don't post on social media or anything, but it's just because the word just doesn't get out. Football
I
is
read
so
the
popular.
newspaper every day.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in my pickup reading the newspaper, doing the crossword puzzle, the Sudoku, and these kids think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I know all about Nebraska sports.
Yeah.
But then I also dig into it too.
Mhm.
So, in the same vein, there are young people up there watching you cheer, right? And they're going, man, I want to do that.
Well, and it's funny because our team used to always think that about the cheerleaders. when we would be competing and you guys were in there, we loved it. Like we would ask our coach, like if you guys could keep coming in, but she's like, well, that doesn't work with their schedule.
That's so
But like we loved it. We
Mhm.
would look at you guys, or like we loved your outfits. We were jealous of the outfits, the hair down. Like it was just something that we were like, wow, that is awesome.
So you see, in just that brief moment,
Mhm.
you were able to say, I love what you do. And you were able to say, I love what you do. Right.
Mhm.
And so have you ever said that to each other before?
Probably a little
I feel
bit.
like I feel like we talk about just since we have been in very similar situations, I think mentally with the sports, though they are very different. I think we both have like acknowledged that a little bit, but like I don't think I've ever said something to like a tennis player or something. Truly,
Yeah.
like that what they do too, they make it look pretty effortless, and like they just do incredible things. Gosh, I can't even hit the ball. I'd swing and miss, So just appreciating those things that you don't really think twice about. I mean, I love Husker football, and it's nothing against that, but even the football players, I don't think I've ever said, hey man, you did an incredible job.
Yeah.
So I swimming and diving.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Crazy.
Those people that are 30 feet up in the air,
So
jump up. It's
Mhm.
like poof.
Yeah.
I don't bounce anymore.
Yeah.
I just go thud.
Yeah.
Right? But so in the swimming and how they're using their bodies in such efficient ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's athletics is the epitome of what the human body can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys press it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And one really interesting thing is just the extent of like what is an athlete. For example, I didn't know before that bowling was in athletics until I was probably a freshman in college.
Yeah, me too.
And then I found out that we had a great bowling team, and it's just there are so many interesting boundaries of what is an athlete, and these bowlers, I would never doubt for a second that they were athletes, but you just don't hear about it as often. And I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool that you support Husker athletics through and through, no matter what team it is, no matter what sport it is. I think that's admirable, but it's also really cool that you recognize how incredible these athletes are. But we are on to our next break, and then we will chat a little bit more about this. Guys, I am with Emma Spence and Magic, and I just want to thank y'all for watching, and this is Above the Noise.
Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sapp Brothers Petroleum launched the Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. When you contract your fuel with Sapp Brothers, enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. As Husker Country knows, the only thing stronger than the roar at Memorial Stadium is the drive of a farmer putting food on the table. Fuel your farm with Sapp Brothers Petroleum and enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. Visit sappbros.net today. Sapp Brothers Petroleum, fueling the heartland. Go Big Red.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal in a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Stock up on livestock feed, deer corn, and pine shavings to keep your animals fed and your farm running smoothly. Need tools for your fall projects? Grab DeWalt power tools and grass seed to keep your fields in top shape before winter. From your barn to your backyard, Baumgars has you covered. Get ready for the season with everything you need to finish those fall fix-ups. Baumgars, field, farm, and fall fix-ups.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Schaefer's is celebrating its 79th anniversary with special rebates, financing, savings, and free delivery store-wide.
Update your home with innovative Samsung appliances and save up to an additional $900 with rebates. Samsung Innovation saves you energy and time with easy-to-connect appliance technology. Plus, during Schaefer's anniversary, get free delivery on your appliance purchase.
So hurry in during Schaefer's 79th anniversary event, going on now.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Back to Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
Hello, guys. We are back again. This is the last segment here live at Bethany Park for Breaking the Cycle, part of the Timothy Wallace Project, which is all about just breaking the cycle and positivity. We are here with Magic and with Emma Spence today. Guys, how are we doing?
We're doing good. You know, we walked in to the Timothy Wallace Project event, and the vibes in there were awesome. You know, they had some really great things going, and it seems like a really great community, and I'm glad to be part of it out here tonight.
Yeah, it's just all about bringing people together, peacefulness, and just finding self-worth beyond things. So
beyond what this world tells us is important, right?
Yeah, well said.
You know, I mean, I've got a little bit of money. I don't have a bunch, but I've got enough. And I know there's tons of people out there that don't have enough.
Yep.
And we were talking about foster care kids.
Yeah.
You know, the foster care closet is something that's important. They've lost a ton of funding, and so they could use some help. You know, it's you know, I had 2 foster children that came to live with me, and unfortunately, they know the system better than I did. So they were working really hard, and to get back to mom. Well, mom wasn't a safe place. You know, we were safe, but we were uncomfortable, right? We had rules. You know, if you did the right thing, you got the right thing. If you did the wrong thing, you lost something. And so this foster care closet is an amazing institution. It's an amazing organization. Lee and Tim, and I met a man named Andrew, and so they're doing great things.
How can we help out? Is there opportunities to volunteer? What are some things that these listeners can do to help out?
So here's what I would say: find something that you thoroughly enjoy. You love to dance, right?
Yeah.
So there's probably a dance class out there for kids that I know that Big Gumdrop, Elijah, his kids, he takes kids that don't have the opportunity to get out in the field, and he'll take them to Holmes Lake and they'll go fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So have you heard this? I mean, and then you've got Malachi with Everyone Gets a Chance.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
he was an athlete, got hurt. So what he's doing is he's doing performance training for young people that don't have the means.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things that we can do. That if you're going to church, ask questions. Christian Student Fellowship on campus, right? If there's anybody from Christian Student Fellowship listening, you have some money down at the mill. If you ask Luke, and Luke's good people, man. Anybody hasn't had a chance to talk to Luke. Luke is good people.
He's incredible.
Right. You got to give him a shout out whenever
We'll
you
have
can.
to tell him to watch this.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I tell him every time I talk to him, I say, I'm grateful for your presence. I'm grateful for you in my life. And I am. He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
But it's we can all affect somebody, right?
Yeah.
You know, your story has affected me. And it started with me feeling like you were being treated unfairly because you're a student and you can't work, right?
Yeah.
So I felt like you were being treated unfairly. Well, then I hear you say, I found Christ. And it touches me in different ways. You pissed me off. Your story pissed me off. Your story was incredibly uplifting.
Aw.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we can find somebody to help. That's why I ask God every morning, use me.
Yeah.
Use me. And so that's if you're a student and you're putting in 50 hours a week studying, we're done already. I don't like him anymore. I thought I liked him, but I don't like him. He's coming over here going, gotta quit.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 2 hours of
Yes,
this.
I know. I felt like
Crazy.
we could go forever.
I know you'll be back, guys.
Okay.
We just want to say sorry to cut you off, Magic.
That's all right.
But thank you guys so much for watching. This is Above the Noise with Ashlee Mitchell, Magic, and Emma Spence, and we will have Magic on another time. So don't y'all worry. We will get the full story soon.
Have a great night, folks.
Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.